The Blood Shinobi is here, bringing part 14 to What If Naruto Was a Part of an Arranged Marriage. I am the Blood Shinobi, as you would have heard. What else is there to know? So for the recap, Naruto, it was a 1 hour special. In it, Naruto did the ninja, what's it called? Ninjutsu part of the academy. He would have been Rookie of the Year, but they've got to have the Uchiha as Rookie of the Year because Naruto wasn't there for most of it. Well, he was shit at it, and then teams were formed. Team 11 did their team introductions and started the what's the word called? The exercise, which we just got to where it is. Now I'll give you the intro and give you the what if.
When do we burn away? Used to be oh so close, now I see you.
Now, before I get into this, we'll get into ships. You got Fu and Shino, Shikamaru and Samoi, Karoi and Choji, Tenten and Rock Lee, Neji and Kyotechi, Gaara and Ino, Kiba and Sakura, Sasuke, Hinata, Kurona and Asuma, Anko and Kakashi, and Itachi and Yagaru, the one that was with Hayate. Now let's get into it. Anko jumped down and was standing next to none other than the group and Kakashi. So, these are the little runs we'll be taking on, asked Anko. Yes, said Kakashi. So Naruto Uzumaki. Let's see. From what I've heard, you're a strong shinobi. What else have I heard? You've got an actual mission, so that's why this won't be a normal getting team without no D ranks. Amoy. Omo. So the one that was from one of Orochimaru's. So you're the little girl that's like me with the cursed seal, right? Oh, and then Kushina, the signing brat, said Anko. They all nodded. What do you mean, like you? I didn't know you had a curse seal, asked Omo. Anko nodded. Yeah, I was kinda Orochimaru's first test subject, said Anko. Wait, you're Anko? The one and only Anko that isn't part of Orochimaru's? That's the curse seal, apart from me, said Omo. Anko nodded. How do you know of me? Asked Anko. Well, because you're kind of famous in Oto and anywhere with Orochimaru. Him and his spy, Kabuto, which you may or may not know, is a spy. He's a genin. He's weak, tries to act tough and stuff, but he's really weak. Well, he acts weak, but he's actually really strong, so why you're famous is because you're the one that got away from Orochimaru. You're the one that first the curse seal was put on. You're legendary. You're almost legendary than the one who Orochimaru got his curse seals off. Jugo, said Omo. Anko nodded. Is there a way to remove them? Asked Anko. Omoi nodded, shook her head. No, not actually. There is. A medical ninja and a sealing ninja have to apply the chakra to the seal while the sealing ninja takes off the seal, said, and then the medic ninja has to heal you, said Omo. Anko nodded. Well, while you're doing this, I'm gonna get it removed, said Anko. What are we doing? Asked Kushina. Years will be going into the forest of death. You will be doing one thing. You'll be working as a team for a whole week to survive in the forest of death, said Anko. They all nodded. This sounded pleasing. This sounded fun. Why can't they do more stuff like this? Thought Naruto. Okay, in 5 minutes you'll be leaving. And I don't want to see yous, and you won't hear about us until a week later, said Unko. They all nodded. Yay! Chuckled them all. This is not going to be fun, said Omo. She heard about the Forest of Death from Orochimaru. He said it's a place he doesn't want to go to. For some unknown reason, if Orochimaru doesn't like it, there must be something serious. Or Orochimaru doesn't like it because he has something in here. That's it. Omo told Unko and the group what she saw. Orochimaru said he hated the Forest of Death. There's only two reasons I could think that. Either there's something in here that scares him, or he has something in here that he doesn't want anyone else knowing about, so you won't go there just so you won't reveal it, said Omo. If you are in there, please look around for Orochimaru's secret base, said Unko. What do you mean secret base? Said Kushina. Exactly that. Orochimaru, the snake he is, has a base in here somewhere, but no one knows what it is or what it looks like. So can you please look for it, said Kakashi. They all nodded. They all walked to the gate and bursted in. Unko looked at Kakashi. So before we go, do you want to go do something, as adults? Said Unko. Kakashi had forgotten about Unko's horniness. She was always horny and always wanting him. So he's gonna have to get her to either reject him or find someone new, unless he embraces it. Alright, Kakashi gives her his Icha book and pushes her against the fence. You're gonna take it like the little girl you are, said Kakashi. Over in Hiruzen's office, he was spying on Naruto's group. He knows they will do well, but he doesn't know what they have in store for them, because having Anko and Kakashi, both strong shinobi, but both with strong capabilities, but also tremendously stupidative training, they may or may not fail. Hiruzen looked in his bowl to see what's going on between Kakashi and Anko. Okay, never mind. I'll find someone else to look at, said Hiruzen. Hiruzen changed to go to none other than Sanada and Dryer, who are doing exactly the same thing. Oh man, why are no one good looking at is not doing anything naughty? Maybe I should also check on Asuma. Hiruzen saw Asuma. He was standing there with his getting team, and he wasn't doing anything naughty. They were, what's the word called? Actually training. He had them doing tree chakra control, tree walking. They must have passed already. 5 minutes earlier, the group had passed. Their test was to get Asuma to get 5 punches on him in total. Well, no, 6, so 2 each or 6 from their friends. I know exactly what to do, said Shikamaru. What? Asked Ino. Well, do we have a thing or know who Asuma likes? Asked Shikamaru. Choji nodded. Actually, yeah. Choji walked right up to Asuma. Hey Asuma, how is Korono Sensei good in bed? Is she hot? Is she pretty? Asked Choji. Shikamaru looked displeased. Why are you asking this? And then he saw Asuma start blushing. Oh yes, it's working. Ino, hurry up. Mindjutsu. Teleportation mindjutsu. Whatever it is, said Shikamaru. Ino nodded. she did her jutsu controlling Asuma. The group hit Asuma. Shikamaru and Choji both hit Asuma twice in their face. And then Shikamaru used his Shadow Possession Jutsu holding Asuma. As soon as Ino went back to her rightful body, she saw what was happening. She ran at Asuma, kicked him in the balls, and then punched him in the face, making him tremble. "Oh, you're a real brat, you know that," said Asuma. "No, I'm just pretty, and I got a nasty kick to back it up with," chuckled Ino. "Whatever," said Asuma. He looked at the group. "How did you know to do that about Koronai?" He asked Choji, looking at him. My friend Naruto, he told me that you like this girl named Koronai, and the only one I could think of was the sensei girl. So I just asked you how she's doing. And he told me to say how she going in bed, is she pretty? So that's what I said Choji. So he's very observant type, said Asuma. "Yeah, he is," said Shikamaru. "How do you know this?" asked Ino. "Naruto's like the dumbest one out of all of us," said Ino again. Choji shook his head. No, Shikamaru shook his head along with Choji. "He's actually smart, probably on par with Shikamaru or just below Shikamaru, but he can beat Shikamaru at shogi every time. So it's not hard to believe that he is pretty smart. He also is very good at thinking on the spot, along with, what's the other thing? Fighting. He can back his skill up and his talk up and everything up. He's not dumb as everyone thinks. He's not as stupid as you all believe. But he is Naruto. And when it comes to being Naruto, there is a few things. He doesn't like to be pissed off. He doesn't like people talking about his friends in a bad way. And he also doesn't like it when people don't want to listen to his plans." The ones he hardly comes up with, said Shikamaru. "What do you mean he hardly comes up with a plan?" asked Ino. "Exactly that. He doesn't like planning, and when he does, it always works out. Normally in shogi, he's always planning, but, sometimes he gets bored and just rushes in. That is how I normally win, because he just doesn't care, and just tries to beat me when he's not patient," said Shikamaru. Ino nodded. "Oh yeah, that's okay," said Ino. So that is how Asuma's Group 1, they tricked him by saying stuff about none other than everyone's favourite Koronai. Now he's got 5 minutes later. "Now start walking up the tree with your chakra," said Asuma. They all nodded and they started doing that. Over with Team 8, 10 minutes earlier. Team 8 is Sakura, Shino, and Kiba. "What do we have to do for this training exercise?" asked Sakura. Kiba looked at her, his new girlfriend. Flashback to yesterday. After their introduction, Sakura sat there waiting. She didn't know what she was waiting for, but she was waiting for everyone to leave so she could find somewhere to train. Kiba was still there. "What are you doing here?" Kiba asked Sakura. Kiba just looked away. "I don't know, I was just waiting for you to go, so I was the last one so I could have some time to think," said Kiba. Sakura didn't know what to do. She had this feeling in her body. "Do you want to maybe go out with me sometime?" asked Sakura. Kiba was awestruck. He didn't believe this. She had just asked him out. Sakura, of all people, the one that used to be Sasuke's biggest fangirl, is asking him out. "Yeah, why not?" said Kiba. "Okay, take me out somewhere. Maybe some dango, or maybe take me around your compound," said Sakura. Kiba didn't know what to say. "I'll take you around my compound once we've been dating for a little while. Maybe in a couple of weeks," said Kiba. Sakura nodded. "Okay, Well, I guess you want to take me out for some dango? Asked Sakura. Oh yeah, I'll take you out for dango if that's what you want, said Kiba. The group went out to go get some dango. They were, well, not the group. I mean, Kiba and Sakura. Now for their team exercise. No flashback and the flashback. Hurry up, Kiba, said Sakura. Wait, what do we have to do again? Asked Kiba. You dumb idiot, said Shino with his cold expressionless look. We have to get Kurenai to say that we passed somehow, said Shino. Oh yeah, that's right. I was too busy thinking about something cooler. Something that, well, any boy would think about. Their first date with their pretty girlfriend, said Kiba. This made Sakura blush. She wasn't really called pretty before. And not by a hot boy, or yet alone her boyfriend. She turned around and gave Kiba a big kiss on the cheek. That's for calling me pretty. Now if we finish this, I'll take you out for a treat, and then I'll give you another kiss, said Sakura. Okay, done deal. Let's go. Let's hurry up and do this, said Kiba. Kiba nodded. Oh, yeah, you know what? I got a plan. Just listen and look up. Kurenai, how's Asuma in bed? Asked Kiba. Sakura was not having this. She turned around and punched Kiba in the face. You don't ask a woman about how her love life is, said Sakura. I'm sorry, but Naruto said that it might help us in whatever we're doing, said Kiba. Of course that dumb idiot said that, said Sakura. Leave Naruto alone, said Shino. Everyone looked dumbstruck. What the hell does Shino have to do with Naruto? What do you... Okay, well, if you want me to make you pass, you gotta stop saying dumb shit, Kiba, said Kurenai. Well, how about this? Kiba turned around and grabbed the hold of Sakura and gave her a big kiss. Is he like this? Kissing her again. Or is he more like this? Kissing her again. This was embarrassing Sakura, but she enjoyed it, so she wasn't complaining. Or is he like this? So Kiba grabbed Sakura and pulled her into a tight hug, locking lips. Their tongues were wrapping around. She was enjoying this. And they hadn't been dating for long, but she was enjoying this. Kiba grabbed a hold of Sakura's ass and squeezed it a bit. Is he like this? Said Kiba. Kurenai had a nosebleed, remembering to the first time she had sex with Asuma. You pass, said Kurenai as she knocked herself out from a nosebleed. Kiba, you know you meant to ask a lady first, but because you got us to pass, and I enjoyed it, you may do it again, said Sakura. This shocked Shino and Kiba. They both didn't realize this is what she would have said. Kiba did it again, locking lips again and holding Sakura tightly. After 20 minutes, their team sensei, Kurenai, finally woke up. She has stopped her nosebleed. So first up, we'll be doing some team exercises. She only beat me because of what she said and made me have a nosebleed. You just gotta actually work together. So first off, yous will be, what's a good team exercise? Thought Kurenai. Let's check this out. Let's see this, said Kurenai. Kurenai grabbed a bag of salt and threw it somewhere. And it didn't have anyone's scent. It was one with a seal on it, so no scent would come off it. Find this, and you have until the end of the day. I want to check your teamwork. You have to work together and as a group, said Kurenai. They all nodded. Yes, sensei, said the group. They were going to Kurenai was going to enjoy this. She's going to get her Genin team, to actually work together and do something productive. Maybe they might not be stupid. Maybe they might part. Maybe they might find it, thought Kurenai. Kurenai then looked to her right to see Kiba. He was sniffing Sakura's hair. Or not. Why are you sniffing my hair? Asked Sakura. Maybe because I want to know what your scent feels like in case you end up breaking up with me for some stupid reason, said Kiba. Sakura slapped him. Don't think like that, babe, said Sakura. This made Kiba blush. Over with Kakashi's group. It had been 10 hours since the Team Kakashi and Team Anko, Team 11 to be more precise, went into the Forest of Death. They had just came up to a rocky cliff that's next to a tree. There was the same patterns on it. It was a sound note. Naruto and Omo knew this extremely well. Orochimaru. What does he want? What is this place? We gotta check it out, thought Naruto. What's her name? Kushina looked at Naruto. I think this is a sign that for Orochimaru that my dad showed me. So I think it's best if we look in here, said Kushina, saying what was on Omo and Naruto's mind and lips. Good idea. We need to do it. We need to check and see if this is Orochimaru lab or not. One of them at least, said Naruto. If it is, we can just hide in here for the week, right? Chuckled Kushina. Naruto shook his head. No, you guys can, but I want to, what's the word? Figure out what else is here. Fight some of the beasts that I've heard are in here. I want to get stronger. And I won't get stronger by just sitting around being a weakling. You guys need to know that, said Naruto. Both girls nodded. Yeah, I guess the more training the better, right? Said Omo. Kushina nodded. Yeah, and I can train my Mukiton, said Kushina. Everyone heard this. You have Mukiton? Asked Naruto. Kushina nodded. Yeah, I do. I take after my grandfather, said Kushina. Naruto shook his head. No, you probably just have water and earth affinities. Naruto pulled out 2 litmus papers, giving one to Omo and one to Kushina. I just apply chakra to it and we'll see what happens, said Naruto. Kushina did it, and funnily enough, it top half crumbled and bottom half went damp. Kushina, Omo was given the other half, and it did the opposite. One side, so how hers turned to dust, hers turned to dirt. Well, Kushina's turned to dirt and went damp, revealing earth and water. What's her name? Omo's one of teared up into 2 parts, revealing she has winds, lightning, and fire affinities. The 3 that Kushina doesn't have. Naruto made sure he did it again. He pulled out 2 litmus papers, and this time his eyes were clear. Yes, I'm giving them both wind to help out with Naruto. Just so it's because you didn't notice it cut in half. Kushina was the one's cut in half this time. One going damp and one, crumbling. Kushina's did the same, but instead of crumbling and going damp, it wrinkled and burnt, revealing they both have ash release, and they both also have not ash release, fire release, they both have wind release, and they both have the 2 of the others that the other one doesn't. So revealing that altogether they have all 5 chakra affinities, meaning that this group has 2 girls that have the opposite of each other affinities, and then Naruto, the one with all 5 affinities. This is going to be a great team. Now let's spread out and look fall through this space to see what Orochimaru has here, said Naruto. And this is where we end this part off. Yes, next part will come out tomorrow. Tell me what they find in here, so what type of stuff they'll find. Also, what should go on in the next part for their in the forest of death and all that. So this is where we end this part. Peace for now.